Happy Friday night, everybody. So tonight, we're opening two things. A pair of Gold Rush autographed mini helmets. That's always fun. And a full case of Contenders football, which, Contenders football has been awesome this year. So definitely looking forward to another case of that. Before we get started opening things, though, a little information to go over, so let's go ahead and get rolling with that while everybody's getting settled in here. So first up there, just a note about my feedback to let you know that it is completely automated on eBay, and that's just so you don't ever have to wait on me. So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are going to instantly get positive feedback in return. Second thing there, just a note to say thank you, because I do appreciate you bidding and breaking with me, chatting and hanging out, keeping me company and all that kind of jazz. So we are looking right now at things that are coming up here over the next few days. This stuff is already up and listed on eBay, available for bidding as we speak. Tomorrow night, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do mixers for all three sports, baseball, football, and basketball. And there's a lot of good stuff in there. I mean, baseball has Dynasty in it. It's got fantasy sports breaks, 5-star baseball. I mean, it's a pretty hefty lineup for baseball. And, of course, football's got a lot of great stuff in it, too. Fantasy sports breaks in there as well. And ditto with NBA, a variety of years, fantasy sports breaks in there, too. You can see a list in the description, you can see in the description a list of all the things that are in the mixed break. Yeah, I got it out there, I think, maybe. Okay, on Sunday, a case of Super Break the Bar Baseball 1-of-1 edition. That is actually something that came out July, August range of last year. I don't know what happened. I somehow shuffled it to the back of the pile. Didn't remember I had it. Haha, there it is. So we're going to open it Sunday. We will open a third case of Crown Royal Basketball Sunday and a half case of Prism Basketball Retail, which is the back half of the case we started, about a week ago maybe. Monday night will be a Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey, a Pro Line Hit Parade autographed football helmet. So not the replicas like we normally get, guaranteed to be a licensed regulation pro football helmet that will be autographed. A fourth case of Crown Royal. We will open Playbook Football. Yeah, I managed to get my hot little hands on another case of that. And a Gold Rush Baseball Vault full case. Each one of those boxes has 3 premium buyback cards in it. If you can kind of imagine how Leaf Best Of is structured, it's similar to that, except there's, more hits in this particular case because there's 3 per box. So, yeah, that's how that's going to work. On Tuesday, we will do Leaf Best of Football, speaking of, and I think that is my last case of Leaf Best of Football, I think. And then we're also going to do Tuesday night Bowman Draft Super Jumbo. Yikes, a lot of cards. It is a full case because it is so many cards. Paper Base does not ship out to the teams. Paper Base has its own separate bidding category. What will go to the teams, all the autograph cards, chrome cards, numbered cards, parallels, and inserts. Wednesday, we've got 3 new releases coming out. We're going to open 2 of them. We'll open a case of Limited Football and a case of Donruss Optic Basketball. Top Series 1 Baseball comes out the same day, but to try to fit a jumbo in behind those 2 on Wednesday, I think we'd be looking at a really long break. So I'm going to defer and we'll start Series 1 on Thursday night, just FYI. So for tonight, just the 2 breaks. One is a free shipping break. That's the mini helmets, projecting it to go out the door no later than Thursday the 31st. As always, the free shipping stuff goes on a little different schedule, usually projected 6 or 7 days after an auction ends, but often gets out the door sooner. And if you are in that mini helmet break and your team is not pulled, you are entitled to a consolation card. It can be from any year and any series. I keep track of it for a rolling 90 days. And typically I just hang on to it and send it the next time you have a package shipping. I just gather them all up and send them at once. But if you're in that mini helmet break and you want it sent sooner, all you need to do is let me know. I'll get you taken care of. Then our paid shipping break tonight, that is Contenders Football. Projecting that should be on the way to you no later than Monday, unless something unusual happens, something unexpected. So first up is a pair of 2018 Gold Rush Series 3 autographed mini football helmets. This is break number 28. Our eBay end date, of course, was tonight, Friday night, the 25th of January. We're breaking it the same night it ends on eBay, which is what we usually do. You've got team names there on the left-hand side. Your name is up in lights across from your team if you are the lucky winning bidder tonight. And, of course, we'll put a new spreadsheet up before we do contenders. So if you're in that one, just hang tight. We're going to be rolling into your break here in a moment. Last but not least, the background. You probably noticed it just went a little blurry on you there. Don't worry, don't worry. We're going to be able to see all of our cards and items. I just like to manually set the focus. All right, there's mini helmet 1. Here comes mini helmet 2. And let's see what we've got going on in chat. Who's in the house tonight? Jay Allen is here. Greg is here. Nicholas. Hi, Nicholas. And Timothy is here looking for a 1-of-1 Nick Mullins. Hey, I'll be all right with that. Jake is here. You said, Jay Allen, you haven't hit any memorabilia in a while, and you need Arizona and Atlanta. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can do that. Jay Allen, you don't like Gold Rush Baseball Vault? Wow, I'm surprised. That's typically a really nice product. It just came out today. It's got 3 premium buyback cards per box, and, you know, it's a pretty healthy price on it, so they're usually very nice hits. I'm surprised that you don't like that one. And Gold Rush generally does a real good job with their products, so, I'm sorry to hear that you don't like that one. Dirty Dog, you're here looking for the Giants. And Rob's here. Hi, Rob. Rob says he hopes I'm having a good day. I had a really kind of a crappy day, honestly. But that's all right. It's all better now because I like doing this. All right, so Golden Tate. This is, of course, on a collegiate helmet, so you guys know how that works. It goes to the current team when they're on collegiate helmets. Beckett authenticated sticker on the back. There's a Beckett COA inside there. And just for the sake of argument, because Golden Tate was recently traded, well, somewhat recently, not super, super recently. Did you hear my cats fighting? Yeah, they're into it for something or another. I don't even know what, but I may have to go intervene in a moment if it sounds like there's going to be bloodshed. And they've been so good all day. Like, what is their problem right now? I don't know. Anyway, we were talking about Golden Tate, and of course he was recently traded. He is a Philadelphia Eagle, and for the sake of argument, you know, we can go look that up at NFL.com. Or actually, I just did a quick little look up there, but I can put it on screen if you need to see it. But that way, just making sure that we have our current teams all squared away, which I was pretty sure we did, but you know. Jay Allen, you heard that cat in there fighting. I know, right? Like, what was that about? I don't even know what they do, why they get mad at each other. This looks like Kareem Hunt, and in fact, it is Kareem Hunt. There you see he has his own authentication sticker. There's also a JSA authentication. This is, of course, Kansas City Chiefs. You've got a JSA paper authentication inside there, and on the bottom, of course, identified as Kareem Hunt. So we have the Chiefs with Kareem Hunt, and we have the Eagles with the Golden Tate signature on a collegiate helmet, which once again just goes to current team. So Chiefs and Eagles got hooked up tonight with mini helmets. And we're going to be next rolling right on into some contenders football. Let me just get these helmets out of the way. Well, I guess I better also get our case of contenders up on the table, huh? It's a little hard to open it if it's not up there, right? Yeah, a little bit difficult. All right, let me get the spreadsheet set back up here. And you have seen this, I imagine, unless you just jumped in here a couple seconds ago. In case you are that person that just jumped in a couple seconds ago, please take a minute, review the information you see there, hit me up with any questions. You can hit me up in chat during the live stream or eBay messages after the fact. We are opening a 12-box case of Contenders football. It's a full case break. It is break number 5. And of course, once again, our eBay end date, Friday the 25th. Team names on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. And we're going to see what fabulousness we can come up with tonight. We've had some very good stuff coming out of Contenders lately, so we're going to hope that trend continues tonight. Oh, Jay Allen, you said that's the second Chiefs from that case. It's not actually from a case. These loose boxes of Gold Rush are various ones that were ordered in at some time or another as loose boxes. They are not actually from a case, a sealed case. Now, we did do some sealed case stuff earlier in the year of various Gold Rush memorabilia, but we always broke that in half case quantities. So a lot of the stuff that I'm opening now that isn't in half case quantities, you know, it's stuff that along the way I've bought ones or twos of, you know, stuff like that. Some kind of loose box type stuff, not out of an actual sealed case on that one. Jay Allen, you must not be in Contenders because it looks like you're getting ready to take off. So all right, brother. Well, I guess that means you get some extra sleep tonight. So that's the good thing anyway. Rob is happy because he must have gotten one of those mini helmets. Dirty Dog is looking for a 1-of-1 Jared Goff. Okay, all right, I can be about that. I might be able to, maybe we can work the mojo and find ourselves a 1-of-1 Jared Goff or a 1-of-1 Todd Gurley. Okay, well, at least, you know, you gave me some flexibility there. We have some options. And Nicholas is for my Steelers. Looking for a little love for the black and gold, which hopefully we are going to find. Timothy, you have got the Raiders and the 49ers and Buckeyes here. Hi, Buckeye. How are you, sir? So we have got 12 boxes, of course. Each one of our boxes should give us 5 autographs on average. And, you know, some of them are on card, some of them aren't. You kind of know the drill by now, I imagine. Every once in a while, we don't have our 5th autograph, and instead it gets replaced by a points card. If that happens tonight, just know that the points cards will be set aside and divvied up at the end of the break. We'll use random.org if we come across any. We will find ourselves a whole lot of cards that are round numbers, and it just has to do with what round someone was drafted in, but they will have 2 different teams on them, and since they have 2 different teams on them, they will all be set aside as we find them up there in that little housekeeping area, and those will be awarded at the end of the break to either the team on the left-hand side of the card or the team on the right-hand side of the card. So we'll figure that out as we wander along through. And should we find any redemptions, which we probably will, those typically stay face down until the end of the break. Then at the end of the break, we flip them all over, look at them all at one time, go to the Panini website, we verify our teams, and also find out what they're going to be numbered to. So that's how things are going to roll tonight. There's a lot of base in here. I'm sure everybody knows that. So I cut a pretty good path through the base. Don't spend a lot of time on it. There are a few inserts as well. Similarly, if they are not numbered or autographed or have something special going on with them, we kind of cut a path through those as well. And that's mostly just because, we got a pretty high volume of cards in here, and we want to kind of get through them and get to the good stuff. That's kind of how that goes. Okay, so Timothy, I would love to find you a Nick Mullins 1-of-1. We pulled a Nick Mullins out of one of our cases. It wasn't a 1-of-1, but we did pull a Nick Mullins autograph out of it. So a hollow foil insert, the majority of these are going to be numbered to 99, but depending on, if it's championship ticket, playoff ticket, etc., it can be numbered to other things. It just seems like most of the time it's to 99. That one was for the Bears. Then, of course, we'll have plenty of Rookie of the Year contenders and that sort of thing, MVP contenders. Once again, when they're not numbered, we're going to buzz right on through. That little advertising card right there we're going to find loads of them. And typically, I don't check the back of them. I just kind of toss them. I've got a little box that sits right next to me over here, and I toss them in that box. Well, guess what happened in the last break? One of those had something stuck behind it, a Philip Rivers autograph to 10. Yeah, so I found it, of course, shortly after the break when I was sorting everything. Like 10 minutes later, I find it, and so I grabbed it and went live again and showed it to you guys. But so the moral of the story is tonight we're going to flip those little advertising cards and make sure nothing's stuck anywhere. Well, we got you off to a good start, Nicholas. How about a cracked ice rookie ticket for Terrell Edmonds to 24 for the Pittsburgh Steelers? That's not a bad way to get your Steelers started off tonight, with a nice cracked ice. So this guy's round numbers going to sit over there. Those are the ones I was talking about earlier with 2 different teams on them. Every one of those we find, except for the one that is the Ravens, that both players are Ravens. We don't have to stack it over there, but the rest of them we do. Buffalo Bills are our second hit out of this box, and that one is Harrison Phillips. That's the one I was talking about where they're both Ravens. So whenever you see that one, we don't have to worry about it. But the rest of them, we do. Tanner Lee, Jacksonville. So who does everybody have in the Super Bowl? How's everybody feeling about Rams versus Patriots? You know, I kind of thought our playoff games were going to be big shootouts. It turns out neither one of them were what I would really consider to be a shootout. So then I kind of wonder, where's that going to leave us in the Super Bowl? Because you would look at those two teams and think, you know, they're going to put some numbers on the board. But then based on how the playoff games went, I don't know. Maybe they're not going to put many points on the board. Here is the Green Bay Packers and Jake Kumerow, or something, maybe not even remotely close to that. But anyway, Jake is his name. So, and he definitely is a Green Bay Packer, and that was autograph number 4 out of this box. So we're still looking for one, and it looks like it got replaced by a points card. So you know what that means? It means somewhere in this case, we're probably going to have ourselves a nice hit. Uh-oh, but wait, not replaced by a points card, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, points card was extra in this one. Woohoo! Sweet, because we got all 5 autographs and the points card. 49ers, Dante Pettis, hard signed. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. You know what? We never get that as just like actually an extra hit. It almost always replaces something. So I'm kind of feeling happy about that. I always feel very unhappy when those points cards come out and they replace a hit. I do not like that. But when they're just in there like a little bonus, yeah, well, I do like that. So maybe that still means we're going to get ourselves a nice, good signature somewhere along the way. Usually those points cards do mean that. But I do like the fact that it was, you know, still got our 5 autographs out of that box anyway. So, woohoo! James is here. Hi, James. Nicholas, you need some more of Terrell Edmonds, huh? You want the base autograph and the other variations. Well, you're giving me a tall order there, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. Dirty Dog says the Rams are going to win it. Edward Murray says the Saints. It would, yeah, well, unless they decide to replay the Rams-Saints game, which I know there's an attorney trying to sue the NFL and make that happen. You know, play the game from the point of the foul. I don't think it's going to be the Saints, unfortunately. But you never know. Timothy, so you like your Dante Pettis. Okay, cool. So we didn't get exactly who you've asked for yet, but you're happy with that one, it looks like. So I like it. Well, Buckeye, it could have replaced a card, a low-numbered card. I mean, that's always possible. You never know with those points cards what in the world's going on with them. Tim is here. Hi, Tim. You said, can I find your Eagles like the other night? Well, man, we'll try. we'll try. You had so many Eagles in there, though. That was insane. I mean, what were there? Like 6, 7, 8 Eagles in that case. It was so many. So many. Dirty Dog, you think the Patriots are going to get, as you say, whooped. Ooh, that is a bold statement. So you think they're going to get, like, their rear ends handed to them, huh? I don't know about that. I think it's going to be a close game no matter who wins. But I will say this. If anybody's been watching any of the Pro Bowl stuff, you know, they've done the skills challenge and whatnot. Did you see, who was it? I can't remember who tackled him, but somebody tackled the Patriots mascot. And I know who it is. I just can't think who it is. There's an Eagle for you. Josh Adams getting you started off on the right track there for the Eagles. Whoever it was, one of you probably remembers, he tackled the Patriots mascot. He was like in the autograph line, and all of a sudden just was like, hey, this is for all the people who hate the Patriots. And he ran over there and he tackled the dude. And the bad part is, though, the guy ended up in the hospital from getting tackled in the big Patriot costume. It says Harrison Phillips out again for the Bills. However, they did say he's going to be fine. He's not seriously injured, which is why I think it's okay to kind of chuckle about it. But if you watch the video of it, it is kind of hilarious. Because, like, the big Patriot mascot does not see dude coming at all. It might have been Josh Adams. I don't remember. Or somebody from the Packers or the Eagles. I don't know. Maybe it was somebody from the Packers. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, you should watch it because it's kind of a little bit funny. Okay, we have another points card. So somewhere in here, we are going to have a big hit. Somewhere in this case, I think. We're not going to have that many points cards and not have a big hit somewhere. This is a playoff ticket. It's numbered to 175, Joe Mixon and the Bengals. Buckeye, you said the Rams are going to rock the Patriots too. And Greg is definitely for the Rams there, it seems. And he says he doesn't want any more points cards. Well, yes and no. Like, no, I don't like them, but if it means we get a big hit, then I'm kind of digging that. This is Billy Price for the Bengals. Oh, it was Jamal Adams. Thank you, Nicholas. Yeah. It was Jamal Adams from the Jets that tackled the Patriot. So you've seen it then. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, he just flattens the dude. It was really kind of funny. Not funny that the guy got hurt and had to go to the hospital, but once you find out he's like okay, then and that he's just sore, basically, well, yeah, then it's kind of funny. So actually, all that skills challenge stuff was pretty fun to watch. If you haven't watched any of it, it was pretty good. Well, Nicholas, you're off to a good start. You have a Jalen Samuels hard-signed autograph for the Pittsburgh Steelers headed your way. So we're kind of working our way down your wish list there, Nicholas, I think. Slowly but surely, perhaps. Of course, I know you said that Mason Rudolph cracked ice the other night that didn't fall to you was painful, so we have to try to make up for that, right? We have to try to help out. You didn't have them that night and saw that one come out. I've been there. That's terrible. Rashawn Evans, Titans. So it's definitely good then to, have them roll your way. I want to see if we missed one in this last box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we didn't. So we got all 5 out of that box too, and a points card. The plot thickens. What is Panini doing here to us tonight? I don't know. Maybe. You guys, some of you said you're getting some buffering all at once. I am not seeing buffering on my side, but maybe try to refresh, guys. I don't know. Just try to refresh it a little bit. because I'm watching it on my side as well on my iPad, and if anything buffers, it's usually my iPad because it's terribly old. I bought a new one and I haven't yet taken it out of the box. Isn't that awful? I don't know. I haven't had time to get it out and charge it and set it up and, you know, transfer all the stuff from the old one to the new one, blah, blah, blah. Still down there in the box. Anyway, so I'm watching an old one and it's not buffering. And usually it buffers when nothing else does. So I don't know what's going on, guys. But if you're having loads of problems with it, I would say maybe just try to refresh the page. Or close the app and go back in if you're watching through the app, maybe. And I'm looking up my little stats that it gives me from my broadcast software also don't show anything that's out of line. You know, sometimes it'll give me a warning message if something crazy is about to happen, but it all looks good too, so I don't know. Strange. Nicholas, you already refreshed and you're still having the problem. You're buffering? Because I don't know why I'm not buffering. I don't know. Dirty Dog says he is feeling a 1 of 1 for this case. He's pretty sure that we're going to hit one. Well, all right. Let's try it. Let's see how it shakes out. Because, yeah, I am definitely, guys, I'm not buffering even a tiny little bit on the iPad. And so I'm not sure what is happening. And I'm looking at all my stats up there on my broadcast software. Everything looks good. Nothing is high or out of range. I don't have any big red warnings or anything like that. So I don't know, kids. What is going on? What I do know is that if you have the Buffalo Bills, I think we've hit a Harrison Phillips autograph out of every single box. So I hope you like Harrison Phillips because you're going to be able to wallpaper a room with him pretty soon. Well, here is another 49er, DJ Reed to 99, a hollow foil playoff ticket. Woohoo! How about that, 49ers? I'm thinking you probably like that, all right. Making you happy, we hope. This round numbers card is numbered. It is numbered to 75, but it's the same deal as all the others. It's going to go right over there in housekeeping, and we'll get it sorted at the end of the break. Figure out where it goes. Buckeye, you said you closed Explorer and went back in, but you're still having problems. I don't know, guys. I don't know why I'm not seeing any buffering at all on my end. Have you got another browser you can try? Can you try Firefox maybe, or Chrome? I don't know if that would make any difference or not, but I watch Firefox on the laptop, and that's what keeps track of my broadcast software and all my stats. And then I watch the rest of the break here on the iPad, which is, of course, a Safari browser, and I'm just not seeing the buffering, guys, so I don't know why you guys are. That's kind of confusing to me. This is Micah Kaiser coming out for the Rams. So yeah, I don't know. Usually if you know, there's buffering, I see it. That's why I watch it in 2 different places on mine. And since I'm not seeing it, I don't know how to fix it. I'm sorry, kids. I don't know what is causing it. Because if I can see it, I can often figure out, like, okay, maybe I need to close a window or do something like that or whatever, but it's really not happening on my end. So we have Naheem Hines, Rookie of the Year contender. That is a hard-signed autograph to 99 for the Colts. All right, so we got a little Indianapolis action. That is our 4th autograph out of this box. I'm trying to keep them separate by box, at least until we get through a box, because I want to kind of keep track now and see if I see another points card coming to see what's going on with all these points cards. Like, that's an unusually high number. That's our 3rd one. We're not even hardly through the box, but yet we're still getting all of our autographs. Corey Littleton for the Rams. And that one is the 1, 2. Yep, that is the 5th for this box. So we got everything we should have gotten there, plus a points card again. Very strange. Something is afoot. I don't know, guys. Don't know. Yeah, you guys are still saying that you're having some buffering problems. Honestly, I don't know. Someone said it could be a YouTube problem, but then I should be buffering as well on my iPad, which I'm not. Of course, again, that's using a Safari browser, which is why I thought maybe it was a browser problem. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to fix that for you. All of my stuff is normal range. All my numbers look the way they always do on the broadcast software, and I'm not buffering on the iPad. So I'm sorry. I don't know, guys. I wish I could tell you, but I don't see it happening. Buckeye, it might be a YouTube thing. I don't know. I'm not using the app. I mean, on the iPad, I go to youtube.com, and then I use the desktop version is how I view. So I don't use it through the app. I don't know. I wouldn't think that would make a difference, but it could be. Could be that, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know that's frustrating. No one likes that. If anybody else is on an Apple device using Safari, can you let me know if you're having problems or if you're okay like me? If you're rolling through okay right now? Nicholas, you said a guy at your local card shop pulled a cracked ice Barkley today. Very nice. I can't even think about how much money that is. Was that probably like $1,000 or something? Well, maybe not that much, but it's probably what? A good $700 card, $800 card? I don't know, maybe $1,000. It's probably a pretty decent amount, I would think, for a Saquon Barkley cracked ice. Probably hits a pretty healthy little number there. If he's reselling it, he might be keeping it. I don't know. Well, 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 look who we have coming. He shows up in almost every case. It makes somebody happy every time. Hold on for a moment, please. I really do think we've pulled him out of like 3 of the 4 cases, I think. We may have pulled him out of all 4, but I think we've pulled him at least out of 3 of the 4. Pulled him a lot, anyway. A lot. And, ta-da! The Browns made their money back. Right there, with that handsome hard-signed Baker Mayfield autograph for the Browns. How you like that, Browns? Nate, you said Panini changed, and they're now doing the points in addition to the autographs. They no longer take the place of an autograph with this year's release. Well, there you go. That is good to know. So is that going to be the case with all future products, or they did that just for contenders? Because, you know, I didn't notice it in our other contenders that it had, that it was additional. And in our other products, we've definitely, I know we've lost some hits to them, but I don't remember which products. So in other words, they may have been 2018 products. That is Rod Smith for the Cowboys, second autograph out of this box. But honestly, that's the way it should have always been. Points should have always been extras. They should have never taken the place of a hit. I've said that all along. Well, how about Armani Watts for the Kansas City Chiefs on a championship ticket numbered to 49 for our third autograph from this box. Well, that's good to know about the points. I hope it stays that way. And we're going to follow up one Chiefs hit with another Chiefs hit. Chase Litton comes out for your second Chiefs hit, and our fourth hit of the box. Number 275, we have legendary contenders for the Broncos. And why did I set that over there? I don't know, because I'm crazy. Lost my mind. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like setting it over there like it's a round numbers card. No, it isn't. Our fifth autograph out of this box is Dorrance Armstrong Jr. So we had a pair for the Cowboys, a pair for the Chiefs, and the Baker Mayfield were the 5 from this box. Not too shabby. I think I've only got one case of contenders left, and we probably won't open it for a week or 10 days or so, mainly because we got a lot of stuff coming out on Wednesday. We've got limited football, of course, comes out. Optic basketball comes out. And we'll still have Crown Royal basketball left to open. Top Series 1 baseball comes out. There's a lot of stuff hitting on Wednesday. So we'll probably save our last box of contenders, or our last case, rather, of contenders, and do it in, I don't know, probably about 10 days. Maybe even a little longer, but somewhere in that range. Somewhere in the 7 to 14 day range is probably where I'll plug it in. Breaking boxes, we did already do the mini helmet. For sure, we did those right up front. And those are, who were they, guys? The Eagles and the Chiefs were the mini helmets. And Nicholas, you're looking for an acetate. I would love to find one. We've had some cases that didn't have any. We had one case where we had 2 or 3 in it. And then we've had a case or 2 where, I think we had a case where we had 1. So one case with multiples, one case with like none. Last case, I think we had 1. So they kind of float around. Dirty Dog, you said somebody at your local card shop yesterday pulled a Michael Porter Jr. 1-of-1 patch auto out of Crown Royal. Very nice. He sold it for $3,000 before he left. Wow. Wow, that is a little bit insane. I would not have thought that Michael Porter Jr. would have brought $3 grand. So congratulations to that guy. Yeah, Crown Royal's a good product. It's fun to open. Got good hits in it. And we got a decent amount of it. I think 5 or 6 cases of that all together. So we'll be doing a couple more in the days ahead, of course. And then we'll have still a couple left that'll get worked into the rotation as we go along. Oh, Nate, you said you don't know that for sure about the points card, but that's what somebody else was saying in another break. Well, I mean, it makes sense. I just haven't been keeping particularly close track of it until I decided to tonight. That is numbered to 49, another round numbers. So, yeah, that would make me happy if that's the case, for sure. And now, why is that? Some of these are turned around backwards and there's not any... Oh, my goodness, what is happening? This is a weird box. I did notice, though, that some of them were coming out of the packs with the last card, you know, turned the opposite way, which typically with Panini means you're going to get a hit, but yet some of them were coming out of the pack that way, so they've got some kind of weirdness going on in this particular box anyway. All right, so the Browns, because we don't want to stop with just Baker Mayfield, right? I mean, you don't want to just take that home and walk away. We're going to add Denzel Ward to your haul if you have the Cleveland Browns tonight, which I think is almost identical to the last case. I think it was pretty much the same thing. We pulled a Denzel Ward and a Baker Mayfield. So it's like deja vu. Danny Etling for the Patriots, our second out of this particular box. Yeah, see, I'm making sure to check the backs of all those little bad boys this time. I mean, normally you wouldn't worry about cards like this sticking to another card because they're similar material. There's no static type connection. But that Philip Rivers one that was stuck to the back of one that I found after the fact was a little different type card, and it had a little shiny something something on it that got stuck. So this time we're just going to check them all. Sam Hubbard, Cincinnati Bengals. Did anybody read that ESPN article about the Browns and all the crazy behind the stuff scenes for the Browns? I don't know why I just put Sam Hubbard in a holder, because like I don't have any idea why I did that. Usually I do that after the break. For some reason I just decided to pick Sam Hubbard up and put him in a holder right then. I don't know why, but anyway, he's in there now, so we're going to leave him. But did anybody see that article? If you have not read that, it is very interesting, all the stuff that was going on behind the scenes. Not like we didn't know some of it, because we definitely did, but yet still a super, super interesting read if you have any interest in the Browns or all the drama that goes with the Browns. Darius Geis and the Redskins. That makes the 4th autograph out of this box, counting old Sam Hubbard there that I just spontaneously decided to put in the top loader for no apparent reason. I mean, he's going to go in one ultimately anyway. It's just I usually do them all at the end. Josh Sweat, that is numbered to 75 for the Eagles, and it is, of course, the ticket stub variation that you can see there at the top, and all those ticket stub variations are always going to be numbered to the uniform number. So he wears 75. That's why that one is numbered to 75, and that was our 5th autograph for this particular box. Nicholas, you said that Edmund's cracked ice was your first cracked ice pulled in a break. Oh, cool, man. Well, good. I'm glad we found one for you. That's all, and then so early too. It's always nice when you hit something right away out of the first box, because then you don't have to sweat out like the rest of the box or the rest of the case where you're like, oh my gosh, am I going to hit anything? Am I going to hit anything? It's so nice to just get it out of the way up front, isn't it? Timothy, I hope we do pull you a Nick Mullins. I would like to. We've pulled him only once out of the cases that I've opened so far. So I do feel like we're kind of due for Nick Mullins again. I think that would be a good thing. Dave, you said which box are we on? Well, let's see, 2, 4, 6 left, and this is 7 that I'm getting ready to take out of the wrapper. So we're 5 down. This is box number 6. When we finish it, we'll be exactly at the halfway point. And Nicholas was already keeping good track of that, I see, and has already answered it, so that's good. You guys are saying that the feed is acting all crazy for you again. And I don't know why. I don't understand what is happening. Because again, I'm still just streaming along, no problem on my iPad. I'm not seeing any buffering. I'm not seeing any crazy jumping around. I don't know. I don't know. It's not showing me again, not showing me any problems on any of my metrics for the feed or anything. Well, guys, I can tell you this. Of course, as soon as I finish the break, for those of you who are having buffering problems, which it sounds like it must be a YouTube thing, I don't know. But for those of you who are having those issues, I will upload the recorded version right after we finish the break. And of course, you know, if it's a YouTube problem, you may still see buffering when you try to watch that. I don't know. But if that's the case, it would, of course, whenever YouTube got itself squared away, it would be squared away. And you'd be able to watch it, because the recorded version obviously is not going to have any buffering or problems in it. So I don't know why it seems like some of you are having it and others are not. So I cannot really account for why that would be. And why I'm not having it. So I wish I could fix it, kids, but I don't know that it's anything within my control. I'm sorry. But I'm not seeing it on my end. More round numbers. And more round numbers. So many round numbers. So many to go. And I'm not sure what you guys mean by bouncing around either. But whatever it is, it sounds like it's not good, and I wish that it were. I don't, maybe whatever YouTube's got going on, they'll get sorted out, perhaps, hopefully. It does seem weird that it's only affecting some people and not everyone. For the Dolphins, we have a little Minka Fitzpatrick. I haven't seen Minka come out of contenders a whole lot, so nice to see him show up for Miami. And the Bills, finally, a different player besides Harrison. That is Ray McLeod. Second autograph out of this box heading to Buffalo. For the Ravens, Anthony Averett. Third autograph out of this box. And of course, we're almost at the halfway point, but not quite there yet. Hollow foil for the Vikings, that is Stephon Diggs. It's a playoff ticket. It's numbered to 175. Nate, you said that your... Let me see that again. Your Android phone is playing fine, but your TV YouTube was acting weird and bouncing around. So I guess it is a YouTube. Maybe it is a YouTube app thing after all. Try, those of you who are on a desktop or a laptop, try typing in youtube.com and going about it that way, and then once you get there, it's going to try to, if you're on a mobile device especially, it's going to try to shift you to the mobile version. Just click on the link that says you want to view the desktop version and see if that resolves it for you. And this is for the Arizona Cardinals, Chad Canoff. I don't think I've ever pulled him before, so he's a new one, I think. I don't remember pulling him before, anyway. And that was the fourth autograph out of this box. 49ers are just crushing this break tonight. Here's your fifth one. It is another Rookie of the Year contender, Dante Pettis, and that is numbered to 99. Wasn't our other Dante Pettis a Rookie of the Year contender as well? But maybe not numbered, I think. Maybe. I don't know. IDK. And we had a redemption, too, by the by. You probably saw me set it up there in housekeeping. So, of course, that's the deal with the redemptions. We flip those at the very end of the night and check them all out, one right after the other. I'll actually switch these piles around so that that redemption can stay there in your view. We'll let our little round numbers, it's all kind of within your view, but we'll scoot our little round numbers off more to one side. That way you can see Mr. Redemption Card sitting there waiting for you. Dirty Dog says there's the Derwin James. We do pull a lot of Derwin James on redemptions. You are not wrong about that. Oh, Nicholas, you thought that was going to be a Josh Rosen for the Cardinals? Yeah, that would have been nice if it had been, huh? I would say that Arizona Cardinals would have been kind of excited about that. We could make that happen. But hey, we got a ways to go yet, so we got lots more stuff to find. A lot more mojo to work on between here and there. We did have one case, maybe the first or the second case. I want to say in that we had Baker and Saquon And one of the others, Rosen or Darnold or Allen or Lamar, one of the others I think was in there with them. Pretty sure we had a case that was Baker and Saquon and one other heavy hitter. Dirty Dog, you want a gold ticket Jared Goff for the redemption. Well, that would be nice. That would be very, very nice. Timothy, we're still working the mojo for your Nick Mullins. We got to try to find that for you. See if we can't answer the call for the Nick Mullins. We're going to give it a go anyway. Hollow foil championship ticket to 99. Jags, Blake Bortles. Probably not going to be a Jag for much longer. He is going to be gone with the wind. But the question is, who's going to take his place? And I want to know what happens with Teddy Bridgewater, because I don't see Teddy Bridgewater staying with the Saints. And I think he just signed a one-year deal with them, and I think there's enough teams that need a quarterback. I think Teddy will get a shot somewhere else. I hope he does anyway. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Teddy and Joe Flacco, and I think they're going to get rid of Tannehill. I think we're going to have a lot of quarterbacks floating around besides the ones that are coming to us from the draft. How about a Josh Allen? Finally, the Buffalo Bills suffered through all those other players. Not that it's suffering through them, but you know what I mean. Sweating it out, waiting for your man. There he is. Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills, hard-signed autograph. Jeffrey, Contenders Optic comes, I don't remember when that comes out, but it has only recently been allocated, so we're probably several weeks away from the release of that, but I don't have the list in front of me. However, if you hang out at the very end of the break, I can get it for you because I did print out the list of the updated release dates today. I just did not think to carry it in here with me, so I don't have it with me, but I've got it in the office. There's Marcus Bow for the Raiders. So I could get it, in other words, and tell you what the date is, but I don't know the date off the top of my head that it releases. Ben Kurt and the Atlanta Falcons. Of course, Limited is the next one up. Obviously, that's the one that comes out Wednesday, so we'll be opening Limited for a little while. There's a big rugby player again for the Eagles with Malata. Guy is sturdy, I think is the word I'll use. He is a very sturdy individual. I think he would be very hard to move, so they just train him up a little bit, teach him a little bit of basic football, and he's just going to go to town. I mean, he's already been playing, I think, some, hasn't he? A Cracked Ice comes out again. This one is, of course, numbered to 24, but it's for the Seahawks. It's Will Dissly. So that's our second Cracked Ice rookie ticket to head out tonight so far out of this case. We're a little over our halfway mark at this point. Timothy, I don't think Nick Mullins would be the redemption. He was live in the product when we found the other one. I mean, he could be, I guess. You know, sometimes you do see these guys who have both, who are live in the product and have redemptions. Like, I don't know, they stop, you know, signing before they finish or something. I don't know. So for sure, I guess it's possible. But typically, I have seen him live. Yeah, Dirty Dog, we did have several of your rugby player, or of the rugby player. I don't think you have the Eagles tonight, but we had several of the rugby player in the last case for sure. Just a ton of Eagles overall in that last case. Massive amounts of them. But mostly I'm just liking how readily Baker Mayfield's coming out for us. We've had very, very good luck with him. And actually, it's pretty good luck with Lamar Jackson. I think we've pulled him a couple times already. Sam Darnold seems to be the one that's the hardest out of contenders to hit that I've seen so far. I think Darnold is the harder of the group to come across. Sean, the redemption, we don't know who it is yet, right? So at the end of the break, we'll flip it over. We'll find out what team it goes to. And then, as I said, we'll go to the Panini website to verify the team, just so everybody can see up on the screen and know that, you know, the team I said is the correct team. And then it will tell us at that point in time what that card is going to be numbered to, if it's going to be numbered. But again, we don't flip those over until the very end of the break. Usually we have more than one, but they all just stay stacked right there together, and then we check them all at once. Now, tonight, maybe we're only going to have the one, I don't know. But these guys in chat, of course, are just speculating as to who they think might be on that redemption. So that's kind of what we're talking about, is just who it could possibly be. And they're throwing out some guesses, and we're just talking about things that, you know, we've seen come out on past redemptions. And this is a Kansas City Chief. It is a playoff ticket for Armani Watts, numbered to 99. Vladislav's here. Hi, Vladislav. How are you? You've been hanging out very quietly. I didn't even know you were here. Quentin Nelson comes out for the Indianapolis Colts. And see, right on cue, there is another redemption. We always, in contenders, it seems, we find ourselves with anywhere from 2 to 5, really, redemptions before we get out of a case of contenders. At least that's how our average has been running, I would say. So we've found 2 so far tonight. Let's see if we come across any more or not. And we got loads of round numbers, don't we? Yes, we do. So many, so many. Timothy, you said, oh, you're happy with what you've got right now, but you still want to hit him. Well, I don't blame you. I mean, you know, if that's who you're after, I understand that. Danny Etling. So that's another Danny Etling for the Patriots. I'm certain we hit one of him earlier, so gotta have a spare. Here's Justin Jones and the Chargers. A little San Diego action coming into play there. And for the Cowboys, it's Zeke to 175, hollow foil playoff ticket. Who else? Who else? We may have had all of our autographs out of this box. I forgot to set them where I could count them as we went, but we'll find out, I guess, here in a moment if we've gotten them all already. Browns fan, the Baker is just, you know, the regular rookie ticket autograph, just the regular one. And not a variation or anything. And of course, we will show it to you again at the end of the break. We recap everything, so we'll take another look at it then. But it's, you know, just the basic hard-signed rookie ticket, which honestly, I mean, I say it like, oh, it's just the basic, but still, you know, that's like $600-700 card probably. If you get it graded, maybe a little more than. So it's still a pretty nice little hit there. And as I said, I'm amazed at how easily we're hitting him, because that is last 2 cases in a row we've hit him. And I'm fairly certain we've hit him at least 1 other case, maybe 2 other cases. Like, he's showing up really regularly out of my contenders breaks. You said it has taken you 52 box breaks and personals to hit 1 Baker. Wow. Oh, you should have been hanging out over here, man. We've been busting through him over here out of contenders. You said, Sean, you said no Samsung, no Kenmore, only Sony. So you must have the Patriots tonight then. You're hoping that redemption is your man, Sony Michel. Well, that would be nice. That would be nice. He is a redemption in here, by the way, I think. Pretty sure that he is. We've definitely had a lot of redemptions that were Derwin James. That's why somebody threw that guess out earlier. We have had, I believe we've had Sony Michel redemptions. We've had a silver ticket redemption out of one of our cases. We had a round numbers redemption that was Saquon Barkley and Sony Michel. That one came out recently. So we may have actually hit Saquon twice because I forgot we hit him on that redemption. And I can't think who else we've seen really regularly on the redemptions, but they're definitely, I'm fairly sure Sony Michel is a redemption. So you might have some luck there for sure. James, you said you think the base is better long term. You're talking about like in terms of the Baker Mayfield and stuff like that. That's always in contenders. I feel like that the base rookie ticket, hard signed autograph is always the gold standard. Now, of course, and that's probably because in the earlier years, we didn't always have all the variations that we have now in contenders. So, I mean, there would still be variations, but it would be more like card design or photo variations, not as much with cracked ice and stuff like that. So I kind of tend to agree with you. That is kind of the gold standard. But at the same time, if you are reselling, that cracked ice surely does bring some money. Chase Litton, Kansas City Chiefs are lighting it up tonight. Chiefs and the 49ers have both had quite a lot of hits in here. Kurt Benkert for the Falcons, believe that's his second as well. Vladislav, if you you may have to remind me of that. You know what? I get on autopilot, and especially stuff that like I see in chat here, when I am sitting down to sort these and ship them, I may not remember that you are asking me, I just stacked these on top of our hits, that you're asking just for the hits and to not send the base. But if you would be so kind, sir, as to drop me a little message, just send it through eBay and just send a little message, you know, just basically saying, reminder, don't send me the base, you know, then I will print that out and I'll put it with the break to make sure that I follow your instructions on that. And now what about inserts, Vladislav? Do you want inserts or you literally only want numbered cards and autographed cards, or you want numbered, autographed, and non-numbered inserts? So like that, for instance, if you hit one of those as an insert that isn't numbered, would you want that or you wouldn't want that? That kind of stuff, if you can just kind of drop that in a message and clarify that for me, that will help me make sure that I get exactly what you want to you, no more and no less. If that's the case, we'll just try and make sure we get it right. Browns, you said you got outbid every time because you had to make the house payment. I feel you on that, man. It is about a house payment to buy the Browns in some of these breaks, isn't it? It's crazy. Ray McLeod and the Buffalo Bills. Bills have hit a lot tonight too. For what that's worth, Buffalo has done pretty well. For the Buccaneers have been patiently waiting, and look what they get. They managed to get themselves a championship ticket for Ronald Jones. That's numbered to 5, hollow foil, hard signed for Tampa Bay. So you had to wait a bit if you're the Bucs, but hitting championship ticket to 5 of your rookie Ronald Jones, that's not too shabby, right? So maybe worth the wait on it. James, you have seen a couple of redemptions that are cracked ice for Antonio Brown. Oh, the plot thickens. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing that come out, of course. Here's our third cracked ice out of this case. We're kind of crushing that. And I love this kid. This is Leighton Vander Esch. Does the wolf howl and whatnot for the Dallas Cowboys. He's a good guy, good player, and hitting him cracked ice to 24 is nice. Don't have the defensive guys always come out in a lot of products. We've talked about that before. But yet Contenders is one of those products where you'll find a lot of guys like that where you might not find them as much somewhere else. So that's a cool hit for the Cowboys and Vander Esch. This is numbered to 99. It is AB, Speak of the Devil, championship ticket, hollow foil for the Pittsburgh Steelers. right as Nicholas is saying, or somebody said there, yeah, Nicholas was saying Steelers hit early and then went into hibernation. So right about the time he says that, we at least pull him the numbered hollow foil there for AB. So, oh, Jordan, you think it's going to be a Kalen Ballage redemption? You know, I have not seen a lot of that guy recently. In the early products this year, oh my gosh, you could not open a product without hitting 25 of him and 30 of Jamon Moore. But they've both kind of calmed down a little bit. Not so many of them right now. Which I have to say, I'm not real unhappy with because there were so many at the beginning of the year. And the Broncos rookies were another one that at the early products you would pull absolutely in multiples. There were just certain players you would count on. It was kind of crazy. Buckeye, what did you say here? You said you don't want to talk about the mortgage. Oh, no, that is no good. Those are like the worst. So Buckeye just got the letter, you know, that we all tend to get somewhere along the way, where they tell you, oh, your escrow account is short. You can either make us a one-time payment to catch up on it, or we're going to raise your payment by XYZ amount for next year. And I swear to you, they do that like every year. So how does that happen every year? I always want to know. So, but we actually got this place paid off recently, so I don't get those nasty little notices anymore. Now we just paid the insurance and the taxes outright, of course, but no more mortgage, which I'm happy about. Took us a while, but we got it done. But yeah, those are never fun. So Vladislav, you want just the autographs. Okay, if you would, as I said, just do me that favor and send me that message in eBay. I would really appreciate it so that I don't get it wrong in my head or forget it or whatever the case might be. I will print it out, put it with the cards, and that way I make sure that I'm sending you what you want. So that would be the best way if we could do it like that, Vladislav. You know my poor brain sometimes kicks itself into neutral gear, and I do not want to forget. Here's another cracked ice. This one is not signed, but it is for the Browns, and it's Myles Garrett. So the Browns actually are having a very nice break. Of course, anytime you hit Baker Mayfield, I guess you're going to have a nice break, but you add a little cracked ice and some Denzel Ward on top of it, and it suddenly gets a little nicer. Deontay Burnett and the Jets. Buckeye, you said you're going to have to break some cases to help pay off your mortgage. I hear you, man. I hear you. I tell you what, it's a grind paying off a mortgage. It took a long time, but, you know, my dad always told me from the time I was old enough to even be thinking about it, as soon as I got a house for the first time, he said, you always want to pay extra. This is numbered to 99. It is, once again, the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a playoff ticket for Dorian O'Daniel. And, you know, he's always like, you need to make sure that over the course of the year, you make what is the equivalent of like 1 to 2 extra house payments spread out over the course of the year. And it'll cut off, you know, however many years off the life of your loan, blah, 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 blah. Because it's paying towards the principal and not the interest. And so I did that. I mean, I followed, you know, my dad's advice, and it did work. We got it paid off, oh gosh, like about 6-7 years ahead of time. By some years we paid a little bit more than the equivalent of 2 extra, but I'd say on average we paid the way he said to do it, about 2 extra payments over the course of the year. Just, you know, added in with a little bit extra every month kind of deal. So my dad steered me right in that regard anyway. Well, in many regards. Trenton Cannon, that's also out for the Jets. Nicholas, you said you think it's time for another big-time hit. Well, we will do our best to find another big-time hit. You know, I always like to pull the fiery fire stuff. I am perfectly okay with that, if we can make it happen. Roquan Smith, there's a nice one for Chicago. You said you think Nick is here. You're holding out the faith, Timothy. I like that. We're going to try to make that happen for you. I'm working the mojo really hard, man, for your Nick Mullins, and hoping that he's going to show up. You're trying hard to conjure him up, and I'm trying to help you, and we'll see if the contenders gods will deliver him to us or not. We'll hope so, anyway. Oh, Nicholas, I missed something you said up there a second ago. You said you were watching an Antonio Brown to 99 on eBay, and you missed out when you got sidetracked. Well, see, now you don't need one. Well, because you got one in this break. You have one coming without having to buy something separate. Oh, how about that? You like that better, right? Indeed. All right, I gotta move this. It's like bugging me where it's sitting right now. Hey, hold on for a hot second, please. There's all of our points cards. Right now we're at 3 redemptions and 3 points cards up there. And the big stack of, you know, round numbers that we'll have to deal with. You're still holding out for your Jared Goff or your Todd Gurley 1-of-1 dirty dog. Well, we'll see, man. We'll try and make it happen. I will try very hard. Hey, maybe we'll find it, maybe we'll get lucky and find it tomorrow in the mixer. I think there's some 2015 stuff in there, isn't there? And 2016, of course, for Goff, and 15 for Gurley. I think there is, although honestly, I don't know. There's so much stuff, I can't remember what's what, but I think there's 2015 and 16 stuff in there. And of course, the fantasy sports breaks. If you did not see that before when we broke that dirty dog, it's a cool product. And I had just bought one just to see what it was like. And we did it in a mixer a couple weekends ago. After I've had it here for like 6 months, I finally worked it into something. And it is 2 guaranteed hits. They're buyback cards. And then there's 2 packs of cards that may or may not have additional hits in them. And in the box we got, one of our guaranteed hits was a Patrick Mahomes rookie autograph. I don't remember the card set. And I don't even remember what the second hit was, but it was also a very nice one. And then in both of our extra packs, we had hits in both of those too, so that was good luck. So I bought a little bit more of that, and I bought one for basketball and one for baseball. So we're going to open all of those. There's one in each of those mixers, and, you know, you might find something in there. There's another points card. Mamma mia, we have got a lot of points cards. You probably wonder why I'm putting a points card in a sleeve, right? It doesn't really need to be protected, but I'm going to write on it in a little while, so that's why. So so I can happily right away, once we use random.org to figure out where they're going to go. 49ers. Oh, but it's not your man Nick Mullen. It is DJ Reed, however. So we've got a lot of Niners hits for you, Timothy. We just haven't found the exact guy you want yet. So the Niners mojo is working, but it's just not bringing you the guy you want. That's the problem at the moment. Hopefully soon. Buffalo Bills hit again. And, oh, Tremaine Edmonds. Nice. So we got both the brothers out of this break. Terrell for the Steelers and Tremaine for the Bills. Very cool. And, wow, the Browns are about to hit again. That is a little bit crazy. That is a nice hit, too. That is Nick Chubb, hard-signed autograph, numbered to 49 on the rookie roundup card set. So the Browns pulled Denzel Ward, Nick Chubb, and Baker Mayfield. 2 of the 3 hard-signed. So I don't think you have to worry about that mortgage right now, my friend. You sell your Browns cards, I think you've paid your mortgage. The Bears have another hit. That is Ryan Nall. Yeah, Browns are doing quite well tonight. And probably, you know, people thought, oh, yeah, there won't be a chance of another Baker Mayfield coming out after one was in the last case. So people probably thought, oh, yeah, I'm not going to bid on the Browns in this break since he hit in the last case. But, oh, they would have been wrong, because they are still coming. Mr. Baker's flowing out like water lately. Whoops, hang on now. Cam Newton tried to run away. So he's had shoulder surgery again, right? Cam has, or he's getting ready to, one or the other. Either he's just had it or he's just getting ready to have it. So, I mean, I think everybody knew his shoulder was way jacked up this last season, but of course nobody admitted it until the very end of the season. So hopefully they will get him right in the off season and see if we can't get him playing at a slightly higher level next year. You are right, Dirty Dog. It is last box mojo time. We have got to try to pull out some fire. Browns fan says you're keeping the cards and you're gonna let the house go. That's funny, man. I like that. That's good stuff. I feel that way about some of my cards too. Although I think I am getting ready to sell some of my Steelers cards. I think I might just let AB go and Le'Veon go and some of those guys, because I mean, you know, I think they're busy burning their bridges anyway. So I guess apparently they haven't completely. They've burned them, but they haven't dropped into the river yet. So they're like one of those swinging bridges, you know, above like a river going through the mountains or something, where they're attached at both ends. They've burned all the little wooden slats, but it's still barely hanging on by a thread, and I expect it's going to go crashing down into the river and be destroyed about any time now. And so, yeah, then I don't know if I want their cards anymore after that. Usually I keep my Steelers cards even after the Steelers players move on. But I don't know. I'm feeling like I may not keep all of those guys. I may keep some of them, because I think I might not be able to get rid of all of them. It might cause me some mental trauma. So I'll probably keep some and then get rid of some. For the Eagles, there is who you want, I think, right? Avonte Maddox, isn't that who you're after, Tim, usually? Not Timothy, but Tim Bowers. I think that Avonte's who you wanted, right? I think. held out to the last box for you. There's Royce Freeman out for the Broncos, numbered to 25 on a championship ticket. Now, why is his championship ticket to 25 and that other one we pulled before was numbered to 5, wasn't it? Did I read that other one wrong before and think it said 5 when it said 25? I don't know. We'll find out in the recap, I guess. I guess. You said, what'd you say, Browns fan? A.B. Anthony Browns. You heard he changed his name. Hey, man, I'd be okay if he goes to the Browns. I mean, I don't mind playing against him if it comes to that. And he would be a nice weapon for Baker, that's for sure. Mike McGlinchey, 49ers are racking up the hits, but yet we cannot find that Nick Mullins. He's being elusive tonight. The only one Timothy asked for, and we're finding like the entire rest of the team. not the only one he asked for, but I'm trying, my friend. I'm trying. We're doing what we can anyway. And we have a Colt, and our Colt is, oh boy, Kimoko Toure or something not remotely even similar to that. But anyway, you can read it. I probably did not pronounce it correctly. I think that's a fairly safe assumption. Yeah, I'm probably not even close to pronouncing it correctly. But anyway, if you're the Colts, you probably know who he is. I don't know who he is. A young rookie of some sort, anyway. The Vikings are coming out here, numbered to 175 with a playoff ticket for Adam Thielen. He was really good in the skills challenge, the Pro Bowl skills challenge, when he threw as a quarterback. He really was pretty good. He certainly threw better than like anybody else that was a non-quarterback. Here comes your veteran autograph that you were holding out for, Nicholas. It is Ring of Honor Mike Alstott for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How nice. So that's very cool. Not numbered that I see, but in our past cases, it's been a Super Bowl autograph. So this one's a nice little Ring of Honor instead. Pretty cool hit for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and kind of cool that it hung out till our last box, right? That kind of was, I guess, that was our last box mojo, I guess, basically. So we do have stuff that we will, of course, be recapping here in a little bit, but we have some other housekeeping issues to take care of before we get to the recap. And you guys know what all they are, but we're going to kind of do a brief rundown here. We're going to flip these redemptions in a second. After we flip them, we will go to the Panini website and verify the teams, find out what, if anything, those cards are numbered to. After we do that, we'll do these round numbers cards. We'll use random.org to award those. After we do that, we will use random.org to award all of these rewards points. So that's all the stuff we've got left to do. Just when you thought we were done, yeah, we still have a little bit left to do, but we're getting there. Why, no, Nate, that's me. I'm like, why? I was pretty sure that Ronald Jones said to 5, but then the other championship ticket we just pulled said to 25, and I'm thinking, I know that said to 5 earlier, but I don't know. So we'll find out when we recap it. I'm like pretty sure it said to 5, but then why was the other one numbered to 25? I don't know, because Panini does stupid stuff. So we were right. It is a Derwin James, but it is like the base one, and usually it's the variation. So at least that's a slight change of pace. It usually says rookie ticket variation on it, and that one just says rookie ticket. So at least it's not the same one that we usually hit. And there is Sony Michel, exactly as we said he could be. There he is. He's Draft Class Autographs RPS. And that, of course, is going to be the Patriots. But once again, we will go verify our team shortly. And our third redemption is, oh, it's Kiki. rookie ticket variation RPS for the Texans. He hasn't been coming out a lot either, so Kiki hasn't. So that's nice to see him come out too. Okay, so what's happening next? We're going to wander over here to, to the Panini website, if I can get us to the correct page, that is. Not on the page I had you on, but that page. Yeah, there we go. So I had the contenders part up. Now I just have to get the card sets up. So the first card set, the Derwin James just said rookie ticket. So that's not going to be too hard for us to come by here. I don't think. I just want a base rookie ticket. Where are you, man? Not playoff ticket. There we go. Card number 152, right there you see him. Mr. Derwin James is a Charger. It is not numbered. If it had been numbered, the number would be right in there. So that is an open edition autograph, Derwin James and the Chargers. Sony Michel is a draft class autograph RPS card set. So we're headed there now. Where are you? Draft class autographs RPS. Yes, card number 10. Mr. Sony Michel is going to be numbered to 49 for the Patriots. So you got a nice low number parallel there for Sony. You had to wait till the bitter end to know that you had it. So I guess that makes it a little bit more worth the wait, right? And then our next card set is Rookie Ticket Variation RPS. And that one is for Kiki. So Rookie Ticket Variation RPS. Why do they have so many of these? It seems like they could have fewer card sets, doesn't it? Card number 128. There is Kiki. There's the Texans. It is an open edition, as you see, not numbered there for Mr. Kiki. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and go to random because that's where we're going to be next. But I got to bring you back to me first because we gotta chat here for a little minute, please. So round numbers, we have a huge stack of these cards, gigantic stack. There was one of them that was numbered. I'm going to pull it up to the front because it's already in a sleeve, which means, yeah, you got it. I can write on it. Maybe there were two that were numbered. Yes, there are two in a sleeve. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go to random and I will simply type in left and right. Anytime I do a random where I have 9 or fewer items in the list, which obviously is the case here, I do random 3 different times. The first 2 don't count. The third one will determine where the cards are going to go. If I were to have 10 or more items in a list, which we'll have in a moment when we give away the Panini Rewards points, on those randoms I do only 1 time. But for this one, for all these round numbers cards, we're going to do random 3 different times. And if it ends up on the left, it would go to the team on the left. If it ends up on the right, it would go to the team on the right. And that's what we're about to find out. That's what random is going to help us sort out here. See if we can't get some homes for these cards. Oh, man. Wasn't clicked in the box. Daggone it. I hate when I do that. Just typing away. Cursor not in the box. Stupid me. All right, so here we go. Ignore the first one. Ignore the second one. Here's our third and final. And there you will see randomized 3 times. Our date and time stamp. It goes to the right-hand side of the card. So that would be, in this case, of course, the Jags. So I'm just going to do a little circling here. And that's just mainly to remind me when I sort these, that it's going to go, to the team on the right-hand side of the card. Of course, I marked on the sleeve, not on your actual card. We'll take a quick little spin through these. So the numbered cards, one is going to go to the Broncos. This numbered card, of course, going to the Jags, because once again, team on the right. So there you go. Bears, Bills, Packers, Cardinals, Redskins, Patriots, Bronco, Charger, Bear, Cardinal, Packer, Buck, Saint, Bengal, Redskin, Cardinal, Packer, Niner, Patriot, Redskin, Bronco, Charger, Dolphin. Who is that on that side? Falcon. Saint, Jag, Buccaneer, Niners, Packer, Redskin, Patriot, Bronco, Redskin, Packer, Redskin, Packer, Patriot, Bronco. All right. So that is all of your little round number cards. I think I got them all pulled out. If one should have accidentally got stacked in with the regular stuff, it would be distributed obviously the same way to the team on the right. Now we have 4 points cards. We have 2 that are 400 points. We have 2 that are 250 points. Guess what? We're not going to do random 4 different times because I think that's kind of crazy. So here's what we are going to do. We're going to do random 1 time, and team number 1, after we randomize, team number 1 gets this. The team that's in the number 2 position that, number 3 that, number 4 that. So teams 1 and 2 will each get a 400 point card. Team 3 and 4 will each get themselves a 250 points card. But first things first, we are over here to copy and paste our team names into random. So just grabbing them here, grabbing them here out of the spreadsheet. Then we're going to go back here to random, whereby I'm going to paste them all in there. I will scroll down through the list so that you can see that all 32 teams are in fact pasted in there. So kind of do a little blow through there. You can see everybody's there. So good luck to everyone. Once again, teams 1 and 2 will get 400 points. Teams 3 and 4, 250 points. So good luck, everybody. All right, so the Chargers are getting a 400 point card. The Patriots have a 400 points card. Team number 3 is the Bengals getting 250 points. And team number 4 is the Kansas City Chiefs getting 250 points. All right, so I labeled all those up as we were going along there. Now, finally, at last, we're ready to recap. So we may as well start. Actually, we'll just go ahead and look at our numbered cards first. These are numbered, non-autographed cards, okay? To 175, you have Adam Thielen and the Vikings. We have a cracked ice to 24 for Myles Garrett and the Browns. Then you have a little Antonio Brown to 99 Steelers. To 175 Ezekiel Elliott for the Cowboys. To 99 Blake Bortles and the Jags. This is numbered to 175 for the Vikings. Numbered to 75 for the Broncos. To 175 for the Bengals. And the Bears to 99. So those are numbered non-autographed cards. Our points cards that we just awarded using random.org. Chargers with 400 points. Patriots 400 points. Kansas City Chiefs 250. And the Cincinnati Bengals 250 points. Our redemptions. Kiki. For the Texans, it is unnumbered. It is the rookie ticket variation RPS. For the Patriots to 49, Sony Michel, draft class autographs RPS. And then finally, a rookie ticket for Derwin James and the Chargers. Okay, that gets all of our redemptions out of the way. This is all our little stack of autographs. I don't know why I put Sam Hubbard in that. I don't know why I did, really. I mean, yes, everybody's going to go in a top loader, of course, when we finish the break anyway. But for some reason, I stopped and did Sam Hubbard live when we were going through. So anyway, there he is for the Bengals. And the rest of them, of course, the way we normally look at them. A Ring of Honor, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mike Allstott. Then we have the Colts, the 49ers. This is numbered to 25. It's a championship ticket for Royce Freeman and the Broncos. Then you have Eagles and Bears. The Browns with another nice hit. That's numbered to 49. That's a hard-signed Nick Chubb coming your way on a variation, no less. Tremaine Edmonds for the Bills. Then there's 49ers, Roquan Smith and the Bears. You've got the Jets. Here is numbered to 99 for the Kansas City Chiefs with Dorian O'Daniel. The Jets, a cracked ice numbered to 24. That's Leighton Vander Esch coming out for the Dallas Cowboys. Now here, yeah, see, that is a championship ticket to 5, yet our other championship ticket was numbered to 25. That's why I find Panini's numbering so confusing. With Topps, if it's numbered something, it's just numbered the same thing on all the things that are like it, but this is not the case here. So anyway, Buccaneers, we were right the first time, first way through. Ronald Jones is numbered 2-5 on your autographed championship ticket. That one was number 2 of 5, to be specific. Then we have Bills, Falcons, Chiefs, the Chargers, Patriots, Colts. Here's a playoff ticket for the Chiefs to 99 with Armani Watts. Another cracked ice. This is Will Dissly to 24 for the Seattle Seahawks. The Eagles, Falcons, Raiders. There's the nice Josh Allen hard-signed autograph for the Bills. And here's a hard-signed Dante Pettis to 99 on Rookie of the Year Contenders card set. Then you have Cardinals, Ravens, Bills, Dolphins, Eagles, hard-signed Darius Geis for the Redskins. The Patriots, here's the nice Denzel Ward that came out for the Browns as well. Browns kind of crushed this break a little bit. The Cowboys, the Chiefs. Here's Armani Watts for the Chiefs, numbered to 49 on a championship ticket. So those championship tickets, they're just numbered to anything. To 5, to 25, to 49. Like, why is there no consistency? I don't know. Cowboys, the Rams. Here's a Rookie of the Year contender, Naheem Hines to 99. That's hard signed for the Colts. The Rams, again, there's Reed for the 49ers, numbered to 99 on a playoff ticket. Then we have the Bills, the Titans, the Steelers with a hard-signed Jalen Samuels. Billy Price comes out for the Bengals. There's another one for the Bills, the Eagles again. There's our other Dante Pettis. So he was not, I thought the other Dante Pettis was on an insert, but it wasn't. So one was on an insert that we saw a minute ago. The other one here is your base rookie ticket, hard signed for the 49ers. Then we have the Packers, the Jags, the Bills. Here's that handsome Terrell Edmonds that got things started tonight for the Steelers. Cracked ice is the first one we saw of the evening. And there's your man of the hour. The big man out of the case is a hard-signed Baker Mayfield rookie ticket headed to the Cleveland Browns. Woohoo! All right, guys and gals. So that is the break for tonight. But I am going to put up spreadsheet information one final time for anybody who might have missed it. We're going to take a look at the breaks that are coming up here in the days ahead. Excuse me. And we will also look at your shipping information for what we just finished breaking. So Contenders football, I believe I should have on the way out the door and on the way to you on Monday, unless something goes haywire. I think I should have it on the way to you by then. And our autographed mini helmets should be on the way to you no later than Thursday the 31st. And they may well be on the way to you sooner. That, of course, the free shipping break, the mini helmets usually go on a slightly different schedule than the paid shipping break. So that's the deal there. Consolation cards don't apply to Contenders. It does apply to the mini helmets. So just, hit me up if you have any questions about how that works from the mini helmet break standpoint. So the breaks that are coming up tomorrow night, guys, we've got mixers for baseball and basketball and football. And there's cool stuff in every single one of them. And if you click into the listing description, it'll give you a really detailed kind of guide to what's in there. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the listing, it will also tell you what kind of hits you can expect in each of the boxes that are involved in that particular break. On Sunday, it will be Super Break the Bar Baseball, the 1-of-1 edition full case of that. Then another case of Crown Royal Basketball. And then we're going to do Prism Basketball Retail half case, back half of the case that we started a few days ago. Monday will be a Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey, a Hit Parade Pro Line autographed football helmet. So not a replica helmet like we usually have, but a regular, authentic, licensed pro helmet that you can put on your head and go, crash into somebody if you so choose. Crown Royal, again, Playbook football. I managed to get a little more Playbook football in the house. Woohoo! So we're going to break into that Monday night. And then the Gold Rush Baseball Vault, which has, excuse me, 3 premium buyback cards per box. So it's along the lines of a Leaf Best Of type product, except it has more hits in the case than like Leaf Best of Football has. So, and it's, it's a fairly pricey little case. So we should find some good stuff in there, I hope. On Tuesday, we're going to break Leaf Best of Football, and we have had some smoking hot stuff come out of that, including a Tom Brady graded rookie card out of one of those cases. So some really nice stuff coming out of Leaf Best of Football. We'll break the 7th case of it on Tuesday night. I think that's my last case of it. If I have another one, I don't know where it is, but I think that's it. Also, Tuesday night, we're going to open up Bowman Draft Baseball in the Super Jumbo format, full case. I said that is 8 boxes. That is incorrect, guys. It is not 8. It is 6. I think I just forgot to fix that. It is 6, not 8. Anyway, it is the Super Jumbo. It is the full case, and Paper Base does not ship. Paper Base has its own bidding category, okay? So if you want the Paper Base, you got to jump into its category. Otherwise, stuff that goes to teams, all the autograph cards, all the numbered cards, parallels, inserts, and all the chrome cards will go to the teams as normal. So there's still a lot of cards that ship to the teams. Just the Paper Base does not, has its own bidding spot. That's because there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 4,000 cards in that break. Like, it is a massive, massive, massive break. Then on Wednesday, that is a new release day, we're going to open a full case of Limited Football, a full case of Donruss Optic Basketball. Top Series 1 Baseball comes out that same day, but because we have the other stuff to open, I'm kind of shifting that to Thursday. So we will open Top Series 1 Baseball Jumbo. We'll start opening on Thursday instead of Wednesday. If I'd thought about it in time, I probably would have still opened it Wednesday, and we would have just started the break at like 8 p.m. instead of 9:30, but I didn't think of it in time. So yeah, we're going to do 2 on Wednesday. We'll do Top Series 1 on Thursday. So I guess that is it for tonight. That has got us all wrapped up. Once again, thanks to everyone for joining me. I appreciate having you here. I'm glad you hung out and spent a little bit of time with me. I hope I'll see you again soon on a future break. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend. We'll catch you the next time. Bye now.